ready?
Yeah, turn up the heat.
Are you ready?
Is he ready?
Oh, yeah, he's ready.
It's go time.
Ready to go beyond the scores and stats.
I love it.
Good.
Let's bring it in. It's showtime, right?
Welcome to High on Sports.
The whole deal is like some kind of crazy game.
Exclusively on MorningShowCentral.com.
Hello and welcome to High on Sports. I'm Ralphie, and with me, as always,
it's Ashley.
This is Invisible Nick.
And somebody else here, special guest tonight.
Word up. This is not Von Erich. This is Ty House.
I thought that was Von Erich, actually. I guess it wasn't. He looks exactly like him. I mean, they could be twins. All right. Well, of course, if you couldn't tell, that is former co-host of the show, our good friend Ty, who just decided to stop in for no reason. Literally no reason
at all.
No reason whatsoever
Just
that
to
he's
grace
here.
us with his presence.
In the neighborhood, stopped over for a cup of sugar.
I actually wanted to sit next to your cousin, but he's not here today.
No, he's down today after the Browns lost. But we were going to put him up, but we're like, you know what? Why waste the effort if they didn't even win? But, yeah, I want to remind you guys, you can call the show toll-free, 1-888-668-0742, toll-free around the globe. Email your questions or comments to shows@morningshowcentral.com. We'll read them live on the air. And if you're watching the show on MSC, which you probably are, you'll notice to the right of the viewer is a place to log into a chat room. Asks for a password. Don't need to put one. Just put a name, hit enter. You are immediately signed in, talking to myself, Ashley, Invisible Nick, probably Ty. I think he's in there. Are you Jerome Sandusky? Is that your thing? What is your deal with this, man?
No, I'm not Jerome. My name is Herman Fine today.
Is it?
Oh boy.
You're not on board yet with the whole Herman Fine thing yet.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
No, you're still all about Jerry Sandusky.
I'm Herman Fine today.
Jeez. Well, we might talk about the Herman Fine thing later. That's just some messed up crap. But before that, let's get into the action here. Let's get into the nitty gritty. Let's start things off here. Round one. Let's go. There it is.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
There we are.
There she is. All right, now remember, later in the show at the very end, we're going to have our Monday Night Football picks for you. Big matchup here tonight. We have got the New York Football Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. That's a pretty big matchup. I mean, this is really this is do or die time right now for the Giants. Because if they don't win this one, then I don't know. I just don't see it happening. Cowboys heating up. Cowboys look like they're going to take that division. And I just don't know. It's going to be so hard. It's so weird, the shift of power right now, AFC versus NFC. It's like you say, what's the best AFC team? You can't. I mean, Patriots, maybe. They lost to the Steelers pretty soundly. I mean, it wasn't point-wise. It wasn't a thorough beatdown, but it was physically the Steelers just outplayed them, and they showed weaknesses that we didn't know were there in the Tom Brady offense. Ravens... No, I mean, they lost to Tennessee. They lost to Seattle. They lost to Jacksonville. They put up, 12 points on Jacksonville?
I don't remember, but yeah.
That was a Monday night game, yeah, and it was disgusting. And the Steelers, but, they've lost twice to the Ravens. And last night they barely beat the Chiefs, 13-9. I don't know. So, I mean, there really is no one stepping up and claiming the AFC. But then, of course, on the NFC, you've got the 11-0 Green Bay Packers. And then you've just got, and it's going to be so hard. The Bengals might be a playoff team in the AFC. It looks like they're going to grab that last wild card. The Bengals. All right, I don't want to disrespect the Bengals. They 9-3. No, they're 7-4. I'm pretty sure. How can you be 9? No, they're not 9-3.
Weren't they? Oh no, they had
no.
loss. That's right. Yeah,
Bengals didn't get a 9th win. But anyways, I mean, there's record 7-4. 7-4 for the Bengals right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and the Bengals are having a good year, but to say that's a playoff team, I mean, and again, no disrespect because obviously they just beat the Browns this Sunday. We'll get into that in a little bit, but I mean, the fact of the matter is they've got a rookie quarterback. Their number one receiver is a rookie. They shouldn't be a playoff team, but they're going to. And then over in the NFC, you got the Lions, who are playing ridiculous, out of their mind. and they're going to be scrapping for a spot. You've got the Falcons probably fighting for a spot. You've got maybe these Giants. It's insane the race that this is going to come down to in the NFC. There's actually, statistically, I think there's 17 of the 32 teams still the playoff mathematically eligible to go to the playoffs this year, which what is that, like 52, 55% or something like that? Over half, and we're about to be in week 12. Over half the league is still in play here.
Yeah. Well, the Browns were until yesterday.
Yep.
'Cause if they would have won out, they'd finish 10-6, and you make the playoffs in an AFC at 10-6.
Had they beat the Bengals yesterday, they'd only be a game out of the wild card.
Quiet your mouth.
No,
over
dude,
there, buddy.
it's very realistic. I mean, the fact that of them going 10-6 is ridiculous. But
Well, yeah, it was ridiculous, but I'm just saying every 4-6 team was still in it yesterday, as long as they won.
Hey, remember when your Lions were 5-0? I don't remember that anymore.
I remember when they was 0-16.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. So you'll take any win you can get. Finishing with a win, just anytime you want to feel bad about a Lions season, you just remember 0-16.
That was actually a shot at y'all. That's to give y'all hope.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
You too can turn it around.
Thank you. 2014, right? We still on?
We on our way.
Are
I
you?
don't know about Cleveland.
Oh, we'll see.
I'm
You got to get
starting-
past the Packers and the Bears, man.
I'm starting to lose hope. You know the Packers only got another year or two left, and
Oh yeah,
The
before
Bears?
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah,
Did you say
dude,
the Bears?
They beat you. They split the series with you.
yeah, okay, thank you. They split the series.
Yeah,
We beat them too.
You mean you surprised them and then they got their crap together and then took you out? That's what happened. Anyways,
I'll wait till the second half of the show.
Anyways, yeah, we'll get there. All right, but we're gonna talk basketball right now. That's right.
About it.
I was so sick of the last few weeks we start the show with basketball and we start talking about it and it's got to be me. I hate you, Todd. You'll figure out why later. But it's like every week I start talking basketball and I've got to talk about like revenue sharing and collective bargaining and economic this and that and stuff. It's just all this stuff I don't want to talk about. I hate talking about the paperwork side of all of this crap. But I can tell you right now, the NBA lockout is over-ish. We did it, guys.
Yay.
Now, it kind of seems premature, the good news they're giving everyone, like, we did it, it's over, once the players and owners agree on it. Isn't that the only two sides in play here? Like, what? I don't understand. It's like this deal's going to pass once the people that we want to pass it decide to pass it. I don't know. Maybe that's not why I'm getting super excited yet, but it looks like it's going to pass. Sources say it's going to go through. It's going to get the majority vote of the players, and it's going to get the majority vote of the owners. But the season's going to start on Christmas Day. Big matchups on Christmas Day. Big matchups.
There always are.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be what? The whole season's going to kick off with the Celtics-Knicks. And then we're going to have a rematch of the finals, Heat-Mavericks. And then it's going to be Lakers-Bulls as the nightcap. I mean, those are great matchups. Don't get me wrong, but it's like the first 3 weeks of the season are going to be like just nothing but torn hamstrings.
Probably.
And
It's
that's
gonna be like the
all
football
it's
thing
gonna
all
be.
over again.
I mean, this is going to be the first
blows their Achilles and a hamstring.
the first 3 weeks are going to be the sloppiest basketball you'll ever see. That first game, Celtics-Knicks, it's going to end like 54-67.
It won't be that bad because they still don't know how to play defense. So.
Oh, that's true. That's
It'll
true.
just be
Neither one-
open layup, open layup,
Yeah.
open layup. Don't
If
miss
guys
like
can make
60%.
layups, yeah.
That's true.
I don't know.
Probably can't even make a
I don't know what these guys could do right now.
Two-footer.
I know I've learned so much about NBA players, but not anything to do with basketball in these last few months. By the way, Twitter's reaction to it. Best tweet so far about the situation. Blake Griffin says, this must be what the guys felt like in Space Jam when Michael Jordan gave them their powers back through that old basketball.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
You can always count on Blake Griffin to just put everything into perspective.
Yeah.
You know, like this is where we are. Anyways, few details from the new collective bargaining agreement. It's a 10-year deal. Players and owners will have the option to opt out after, I believe, 6 years.
Yeah.
All right. Owners drop their demand for unlimited escrow. See, I don't know what most of this means. I'm going to level with you. I know a lot about sports. I know very little about business. All right. But I know that the owners have dropped their demand for unlimited escrow to reimburse teams in subsequent years if they spent too much on player salaries in any given season. I have literally no clue. I can't even hazard a guess as to what that means.
Me
So we're
neither.
going to brush right over that one. But,
Yeah, just keep moving.
I mean, the players are expected to get 51.2% of BRI for the 2011-2012 season. And I don't know what Larry Bird contracts are, but evidently salaries increased will be set at 7.5% in Larry Bird contracts, 4.5% in non-Bird deals. I don't know what that means. That means Larry Bird makes 7.5% more. I don't know what a Larry Bird contract is. There's so much business side of this that just makes
He
zero
gets his
sense.
own, like, contract.
It's not just him.
It's its own section
They're
of the
not saying
contracts.
Larry Bird makes 7.5%
Well,
more
yeah,
money.
no, I'm saying, but he, like,
a Larry Bird
they named
contract.
part of the
A contract after him.
yeah, they named that's fucking
All right. Well,
freaking
anyways,
weird.
and there's a lot about luxury tax and a $4 million apron above the tax threshold. All of this crap where who the hell cares? All right. The meat and potatoes of it is there's no sort of franchise tag, which was talked about. There's no hard salary cap, but I guess the punishment is more now if you exceed the salary cap. So, I mean, they haven't stopped the super teams, which was their main objective from the owners going into this.
Yeah.
Make sure a Miami Heat can't happen again. They didn't do that. And the one thing they did to some teams trying to get rid of players is they've brought back the amnesty clause, where you're actually looking at something about it right now. Baron Davis could potentially be waived. You can pick a contract every year to just wipe it off the books. And Baron Davis is it's really back and forth. You don't know if it's going to happen for sure. But, I mean, if the Cavs are going to waive someone, it's going to be Baron Davis. He's set to make $27 million over the next 2 years. That is way too much money for him. And the only problem is, if they cut him, one of the teams rumored that he might, try to go to is the Miami Heat.
Oh, Jesus.
Which, they're the Cavs' de facto rival. And I don't even want to say rival, just the team that they don't want to see succeed whatsoever.
Right.
So, I don't know. And then there's... You know what? I want to keep him. I know he costs a lot of money, but the Cavs aren't going to come back through going out and spending all they can on free agency, especially not this year.
Yeah.
I mean, Ty and I were talking about this before the show. It's going to be exciting to see that there's only going to be it's going to be less than 20 days to go sign free agents.
Yeah.
From the 9th to the 25th. That's well, not even the 25th, from like the 23rd or 24th. That's your preseason. Mm-hmm. That's like a week and a half is all you're going to have to go sign players. But the only thing that sort of weakens this a little bit is the fact that the players that are out there as free agents this year, it's nothing that spectacular. I mean, it's Marc Gasol. It's guys like that. Guys where it's like they could be a great piece to a championship team, but there's no one out there right now to build a franchise around. No. I mean, there's pieces of the puzzle, but not the base of the whole thing. And that's why this free agency, it's going to be hectic, but not as hectic. In the NFL, when we had that shortened free agency period, there was Nnamdi Asomugha, the big meal ticket, the best cornerback in the game maybe, and of course the Eagles end up getting him, and that didn't really work out so swell, but. Nothing the Eagles did worked out so swell. Oh. But no, I think Andy Reid's probably out the door, but that's another topic for another day. But there's a lot of little business things and luxury tax and all this garbage, but the main thing you can take away from this is that the National Basketball Association is back. We did it. We braved the lockout, and now we will get a 66-game season. So that's good. Other things I was reading about, just little changes, is you're going to play 48 of those games are going to be against your particular conference, and the other 18 are going to be against the other one. For example, the Cavs, 18 games against the West. So you're not going to play every team in the NBA. You're going to play every team in your conference.
Yeah, well, you have to.
Yeah, Cavs are going to play everyone in the East.
Yeah.
And especially multiple times in the Central. But they're not going to play everyone in the West. And they're not going to go to every West. Every team isn't going to be in every city this year, like it normally is. Which is one thing I love about basketball.
Are they going to have to redo the whole schedule then?
Well, that's the thing. We
clearly already have the schedule worked out.
They did months ago.
Yeah.
But the whole thing, we don't know that for sure yet. That's why those big three matchups there are tentative. if the schedule stands the way it does now, those are the
Like, they
matchups.
just keep it the
Which, if you
same.
think about it, those are like the 6 teams in the NBA that
Yeah.
legitimately have a shot at a championship. I don't see that changing at all.
Well, yeah, they're gonna put the games on that are gonna get the viewers.
It's gonna be those.
So they're
It's gonna be
they're
those
keep
3
them,
games,
yeah.
but the rest of the schedule is gonna change because the Cavs already missed
That's gonna
matchups
be a
with like
bitch.
the other Central
Sitting there
teams and
trying
stuff.
to rework the schedule.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be
Screw
tough. I mean,
that.
well, they don't. It's not like they sit there with an abacus and stuff. I mean, they have
Well-
computer programs where they basically just enter it in. And
Yeah, but still.
it maps it out itself pretty
I say
much.
screw it, just leave it.
Just leave it.
You just play what you got.
That means there's like 2 meetings with the Heat gone.
Hey, I just found an
Cavs.
article that say that the players that went overseas to play are not going to be able to return until after their seasons is over overseas.
It depends.
Well, it
Some
varies.
of
It
them-
varies on the team that they're with. If they're in China,
Yeah.
China's already said we're not letting you go.
Yeah,
but
that's what I'm reading now.
other guys like Darren Williams over in Turkey, I believe he's gonna get out of that
Yeah,
one.
they put it.
I don't
well,
know for sure,
I think
but
most of them tried to put it in their contract that if the NBA season works, like if it works out, they're allowed to bail.
yeah. So it definitely it's gonna vary on a
Well,
person by person
Wilson
basis.
Chandler, Kenyon Martin, J.R. Smith, and Aaron Brooks won't be back this year.
yeah. They're all all
Sucks for
those were in-
Denver.
Yeah, Denver's kind of screwed. Oh, and I was reading about it. Cavs, their Turkish center, they regard him as sort of a prospect. He's not a big, name. The Semi Erden, word on the street is he went to go play in Turkey. He was going there regardless to play in the offseason
Yeah.
in Turkey. That's where he's from. That's where he plays. And then he was going to come back once the season starts. Broke his, I think, thumb.
Oh,
Actually, over
that's
there.
fun.
And that's what that's what got me. It's like that was my biggest problem here. Is like eventually the season was gonna come back. Eventually,
Yeah.
or maybe not even this season, but eventually there would be NBA basketball again. You can't go risk it over dunking over Hu Ching in
Yeah, but you know what?
Bangladesh.
The way I look at it is,
Cavs had a player go play in
If they-
Poland, by the way.
if they want,
I didn't know
play,
they know basketball
let,
was
Let
there.
them go play.
Yeah.
If they get hurt, well, it happens.
The Cavs have players?
Hey,
They do.
you watch your
The
mouth,
Pistons have
buddy.
players. Yeah, you're about to
Yeah.
lose Rip Hamilton.
Yeah, what do you
Amnesty.
got?
I know, right? That was one of the biggest things is that when the Cavs had that I don't remember the luxury tax or whatever where they could just like get someone and get rid of them or whatever after LeBron left. That was one of the big talks. Is there was a huge deal in works to move the Cavs up to the first and second pick, and part of it was getting Detroit's pick in exchange for taking Rip Hamilton away. it was like it wasn't even
It's
we're
like,
giving you
take
something.
him, and we'll give you a
Exactly.
pick.
It was just like the trade they did with the Clippers to get that pick that would become the first
Yeah.
overall pick. It was basically we'll take Baron Davis and in exchange you give us a pick. You give us your first round pick. Of course, we also had to give up Mo Williams, making this jersey
Poor guy.
useless. But
I miss Mo.
yeah. Oh, anyways,
I
let's
was
talk.
wondering who number 2 was.
Yeah, it was Mo Williams for now. Someone else will wear it too eventually.
Yeah, that story
Hopefully.
just broke too, Ralphie.
Yeah. More about this. Oh man.
It's another coach now.
Yeah, this fine guy from. Oh man, this is just heavy stuff. What's his first name again, Ty? Help me out with this.
Is it Herman?
I think it's something like that. Yeah.
I think it's Herman.
Oh man.
You haven't heard the
This is messed
tapes?
up stuff. Oh no, I've heard the tapes. All
my
right, you know what? Let's talk about that. Screw this. All right,
His
so
name is Bernie Fine.
Yeah,
Bernie, that was it. Bernie.
Herman
When
sounds
is there a good
too.
person named Bernie? I don't know. Bernie
sounds
Madoff,
pretty
Bernie
well.
Fine. I don't know. But all right, so Bernie Fine, if you haven't heard, it came out that he's the assistant head coach for the men's basketball team in Syracuse. Go Orange! But rumors came out that a child came out and said that he actually spent time living with the Fines. He was such a big part of their family, and that he was sexually molested by Coach Fine.
See, I just love how it came out after that whole crap went down at Penn State.
Yeah. I don't think this is not a scam though. This is
No.
definitely not a scam. I really think
now
it was.
there's too much.
I-
When it first came out, I was like, come on.
Have you heard the tapes?
No, I haven't.
All right, well then you don't know what's going on. Let me explain
Whoa.
this to you. I'll break this one down to you.
I mean, no, I
All
like
right.
after like 900 people came forward, I was like, jeez, what the,
the
hell is
tapes
going on
the
with
tapes
college
are of
coaches?
the tapes are of the main accuser here. He's now, his 20s or
I'm
something
getting
like
them right
that.
now.
30s.
I'm getting them right now.
Oh, you've got the audio?
I'm getting them right now. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll let you know in a second.
All right. Well, I'll just sort of, give a rough idea of this. Anyway, this is him talking to Coach
Bernie.
Fine's wife.
Bernie's wife.
This is him talking to Bernie's wife and talking to her about what happened, and she's just taking it all like,
Yeah,
You-
that's
you
what
were messing
happened.
Yeah, he'll
She
do
said-
that.
No,
And
she
she's
said,
like- she's
you were
like-
messing with the wrong guy.
she's like, he says something, or she's like, did he make you perform oral sex on him? And
Right.
he's like, no, but I feel like he wanted to. Oh, of course he wanted to.
right.
Of course, he always wants to.
I got it.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
It's
go
your
ahead
wife.
and play this.
Well, here, let me set it real quick. It's George Stephanopoulos talking first, and then you'll hear the tape. So here you
Oh,
go.
good. Thank you,
The story
George.
breaking overnight from Syracuse.
Yeah, we are going to begin there. It's another growing sexual abuse scandal, guys. It's inside the legendary Syracuse University basketball program. This morning, the school has fired longtime assistant coach Bernie Fine after a third alleged victim came forward. Perhaps even more shocking, secret recordings obtained by ESPN appear to show Fine's wife knew of the abuse and did nothing to stop it.
Wow.
Fine's firing came overnight, just hours after ESPN aired these audio recordings.
I know everything that went on. You know, I know everything that went on with him. Bernie has issues. Maybe that he's not aware of, but he has issues. And you trusted somebody you shouldn't have trusted.
Secretly made in 2002 between Bobby Davis and a woman he says is Bernie Fine's wife, Lori. Davis, a former Syracuse ball boy, was just a 7th grader when he says Fine first
He
molested
sure
him.
was.
I think I'm the only one I've ever done that to. No. I think that there might have been others. Well, what did he want you to do? I mean, you can be honest with me.
He was like, first of all, he would grab me and, touching me.
He says he frequently spent the night in the basement of Fine's home.
He doesn't think he can be touched. Like,
He thinks that, I think he thinks he's above the law.
Last night, a third accuser came forward. Zach Tomaselli told police Bernie Fine molested him when he was 13 in a Pittsburgh hotel room shower.
He was sitting on the bed, and he was looking at me.
Jim Boeheim, Syracuse's head coach, claimed he has, quote, never witnessed any of the activities that have been alleged, end quote, and days ago went so far as to call one of the accusers a liar.
I've been friends for 50 years with Coach Fine, and that buys a lot of loyalty from me.
But overnight, Boeheim backtracked, saying, and I quote, I deeply regret any statements I made that might have inhibited an investigation from occurring or been insensitive to victims of abuse.
Now, Fine's lawyers did not comment after the client was fired. However, earlier this statement was released, and I quote, Mr. Fine remains hopeful of a credible and expeditious review of the relevant issues by law enforcement.
As always, thank you, Mr.
Damn.
Stephanopoulos. But it was very nice of him to call in with that. But anyways, this is just so messed up. Is two things I want to bring up here. Those one thing. This is Coach Boeheim, the head coach there. Let's hold off on getting all on him though, because there's no evidence right now to suggest that this was a Joe Pa Sandusky thing that he knew. You know, from what it sounds like, this was in his like sex chamber in his basement.
Man,
Yeah.
And what
fired
happens at a
Boeheim.
man's home does not come out like that.
They gonna fire Boeheim.
I think they will absolutely, but I don't think he should.
I don't know because if
I
he
don't
doesn't,
blame
he
Boeheim
didn't
here.
know about it. The only thing
There's
he
nothing to
can
suggest
do,
he did.
They not fit to fire him by what he knew. They fit to fire him for the statements that
I mean,
he made when it
he
first
could
came
be
out.
screwed.
I feel
I
that,
don't
yeah.
blame him
I
though
agree
for
with
saying it because if he didn't know about it and he's known the guy for 50 years, of course he's going to defend him. You're going to defend your friends.
I think the only thing is-
until they're proven guilty.
It makes
Not
sense.
me. I'm gonna look at you like you did that.
It makes sense.
Nasty.
It makes sense that they get on him about that, but I mean that just his reaction there to me is enough to convince me that that's a sincere surprise.
Yeah, he
like
didn't
I don't,
know.
I can't believe that. You know,
I
if
that's
someone
what
went to
it's
a
one
friend,
of those, like, I've been friends with you for so long. I don't
Exactly.
believe that you did it. There's no
exactly.
way.
If someone came with me and was like a friend someone I've been friends with for like 10 years, they're like, yeah, did you know they killed a guy? I'd be like, no, whoever that dead guy is, he's a liar.
My question
Screw him
is-
and his family.
My question is, how is they using this tape as evidence? It was illegally.
They're not using it as evidence. Is the thing. They're not using it as evidence in a court case.
I just like you.
But they can show it
They
to
can-
us,
yeah,
and
they
we can
can
hear it
play
and
it.
make our own opinions.
That's
you know?
just like playing something for the jury that
Yeah.
you know that they not
Because
gonna
this
ever
is what
get a
they're
chance
do.
to hear.
They're going to tell the jury, you ignore this.
No.
And they're
Well,
gonna
they
be
have
like,
to. Well,
really?
guys. A little bit of legal talk here. All right. The jury has to be people that don't know of this guy or what he did. They have to find people that never heard this and never heard of
it's
this
never gonna
situation.
happen.
I just like how
They
he's a
found
ball
people
boy.
that didn't know who Michael Jackson was.
Really?
There's people out there.
No.
Those are the people they put in the jury.
lied.
They can't know who the
They
defendant
lied.
is. Well, whatever.
They lied.
Anyways,
He's a ball boy.
Yeah, I know. That's the sick part. But
Michael Jackson's a ball boy?
No.
He was
Hold on
a
here.
ball boy.
Hold on. Time out here for a second. There's one thing, and this is the part that gets me the most, that wasn't on that particular section of the tape that Mr. Stephanopoulos provided us with. Thank you again, George. But it was... Anyways, it was a part where she goes on to say that he's always had these urges and feelings like this. So what she said, what I told him was he needs to go out and find a nice gay boy to just have there, just so he can get his fun in, get it out of his system, and we can just go back to normal.
No, she said...
What?
She said that they weren't having relations, and her and the victim had sexual relations in the past.
But there was also a point where she said that she had told him to, like, go get a gay boy.
From here, you got to look at the wife and be like, "What the hell is wrong?"
There's something wrong with it.
And I think there's got to be some kind of abuse between him and his wife.
This Bush Davis dude was humping the coach and his wife.
All right. Well, either way, we got to take a break here. When we get back, something's gonna happen to me, and we're gonna talk what's urinating us off. We're gonna talk Heisman frontrunner, my boy Case Keenum. Go Cougars!
Yeah.
BCS National Championship talk. A little bit of rankings.
Introducing to the field,
So much
Ty
more.
House.
All right. Monday Night Football picks. All that when we get back. You're listening to High on Sports on the MSC Radio Network.
Back there. Hell.
You have nothing to worry about.
Oh my. MorningShowCentral.com.
Copy that. I want you to stay on this channel. You're gonna like it.
MorningShowCentral.com.
The universe grows smaller every day.
Check out the member profile pages, blogs, games, online forums, video chat, and much more.
You are out of order.
Shut your fat mouth.
One website.
I gotta be honest, this is getting me hot.
MorningShowCentral.com.
You are refreshingly vulgar.
What is it? It was hot. It's everything in between with your host, Von Erich. Everything in between. Nothing gets me more excited. Monday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here on MorningShowCentral.com. Looking for reliable and affordable Shoutcast audio or video hosting? JWN Media offers complete Shoutcast hosting solutions for business or personal use. All plans come with full listener stats, custom web scripts for implementing your service into your existing website, full server control, super fast network, and huge bandwidth limits, a 99.5% uptime guarantee, and friendly, knowledgeable support personnel dedicated to making your hosting experience fun and easy. With plans starting at only $3 a month, you have no excuse not to get a server of your own. Plus, with the option to add auto DJ and on-demand services, you can be confident your station will be all it can be. Custom plans are also available at their website. Simply visit jwnmedia.com and click the Shoutcast hosting link to get started right now. Call the show toll free. 1-888-668-0742. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on MorningShowCentral.com. What do you need to know about the Sunday Hangover Show? The name says it all.
Leave it alone, man.
The Sunday Hangover Show, Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. on MorningShowCentral.com. If you live the lifestyle, then you should arrive in style. Lifestyle Limousine Service. Whether it's dinner for two, an evening at the winery, or a night out on the town, Lifestyle Limousine provides extraordinary service. Check them out on the web, lifestylelimousineservice.com. Reserve your ride now. 330-903-0508. 330-903-0508. Lifestyle Limousine Service. And make sure you tell them Morning Show Central Radio Network sent you.
Project X Show.
Driven by porn. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. Right here on Morning Show Central Radio Network. Project X Show. Live on MorningShowCentral.com. Cocaine Energy Supplement. Do due to great consumer demand. Redux Beverages has officially announced the return of its world-famous cocaine energy supplement. It's now available at retail locations across the country, as well as online at reduxdirect.com. That's reduxdirect.com. Don't forget to be part of the all-new Cocaine Energy Supplement social network, where you can meet other Cocaine Energy Supplement fans from around the world. Cocaine Energy Supplement. You can become a member. By logging on to lovecocaine.com. Hey, Unsigned Fans.
You are jam-packed.
Hey, Unsigned Fans. Want your music heard? Yeah! Shoot us an email with the name of the band and the MP3 of the song. Send it to show@morningshowcentral.com. You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network on morningshowcentral.com.
Don't worry, guys. We'll be right back. But in the meantime, enjoy the cream of the crop with the High on Sports High.
He got hurt. He fell on the ground, started crying. I said, "Get your ass on the field."
And then you want universal health care? Go to Canada.
You know, though, with some of these changes, though, it's like mainly the helmet checks.
I
agree.
I agree
with
that to a point, because if it's intentional. Because you're going to kill somebody.
Yeah, definitely.
But sometimes they're just trying to hit him hard because they want him to drop the ball or whatever. They're just going for a hard hit. It's the NFL. You want to hit him hard.
Yeah, definitely.
That's true.
And sometimes it just happens. And the crap with the quarterback, or if you blow on them, they get 15 yards.
That's because we've talked about this on the show before.
You sneezed on me. That's a flag.
It's because of Tom Brady. It's because he's so rich and handsome.
Yeah.
They don't want to break his pretty face.
Tom Brady's
we can't risk a statuesque, handsome man like that.
Oh, yeah, with the every time, he fouled me, throw the flag. Tom Brady's 15 yards away from you. Shut up and go in the corner and cry.
He married a model.
I saw him give me a look.
He's a baby.
He hurt my feelings. I'm out for a week.
No homo. He's a handsome man.
Yeah, well, he's also a bitch.
And when he grows his hair long, he's a beautiful woman. Anyways.
He is a woman.
Thank you
he
so
cries like a woman.
99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right. Jumping from one web host to another can be frustrating. Finding a good web host can be unnerving for even the most experienced of web designers. That's why Uncensored Net Noise has chosen P99 Technologies as its web hosting supplier. Established in 1999, P99 Technologies has evolved into a first-class web hosting provider. Its 99.9% uptime rivals many in the industry. That's why they offer their 30-day guarantee, no questions asked. For more information, go to P99.com. P99 Technologies will help you get started with your web presence with honest and expert customer service. P99 Technologies. Affordable and reliable web hosting done right.
Rise above the clutter, brand your identity, and make a statement. Broken Fan Media. Expert video production, television and web commercials, music video, real estate tours, live concerts and events, state-of-the-art post-production, video and audio editing. Check us out on the web at brokenfanmedia.com. 434-944-0472. Broken Fan Media. The next generation of sight and sound.
If you're looking for the best in musical equipment, recording gear, sound reinforcement, and more, Guitar Center has you covered. Guitar Center, located at 26635 Brook Park Road in North Olmsted, has the tools of your trade with the largest selection of music and sound gear in the area. They cater to your musical needs and have the knowledge to help you out. Guitar Center in North Olmsted. MorningShowCentral.com uses them. You should too. Need to know more? Go to GuitarCenter.com.
Oh, wow. Language.
Okay, he was PMSing.
You're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
Let the word go forth.
Created by the people, for the people. Jousting Out tackles the politics of today, expressing views of all sides.
As our founders pledged, a more perfect union.
Are you ready to joust it out? Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m.
So we Americans must not fear change. Instead, let us welcome it, embrace it, and create it.
On MorningShowCentral.com. From the Cocaine Energy Supplement Studio, you're listening to Morning Show Central Radio Network.
Hello and welcome back to High on Sports. I'm Ralphie, and with me, as always,
It's Ashley.
Can we
This is
cut
invisible
this?
net.
Done yet?
Go blue, go blue.
Is it over?
Okay. Can't see my face. There it is. Got the M's.
Hail to the victors. The leaders and best.
Hey, 7 years, fired head
John
coach.
Cooper.
5 suspended
John Cooper.
players.
Shh. John Cooper.
And
Free
a freshman
tattoos.
quarterback.
Free tattoos.
Hey.
Free tattoos.
And a freshman
Who
quarterback
cares?
who can't hit a guy.
Free
who's
tattoos.
wide
Your
open for
moron
20
quarterback
yards.
doesn't know how to tie his shoes.
Free tattoos.
Doesn't know how to tie his shoes.
Free
I learned that in
tattoos.
kindergarten.
Free
Okay,
tattoos.
we got free tattoos. So what? So
Yeah.
what?
Jealous much?
Yeah.
Question.
You
I got a big question for you.
Because we got
I don't have an
tattoos
answer.
handed
Since
to us.
Fickle lasted 1 year, what happens when Urban Meyer loses next year?
Fickle was an interim
Guess
head
what?
coach, first of all, not a head coach.
So if he
Wasn't a head
loses
coach.
next year,
Second of all,
what
Urban
happens?
Meyer ain't only lasting 1 year. Two-time national champ.
So if he
bud.
loses
And
to
guess what?
Michigan
And
next
hey,
year, what
hey,
happens?
time out. He's an Ohio boy. He knows his job.
John Cooper.
He knows his one job.
John Cooper.
He knows his job.
Somebody look up John Cooper record for me.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, dude.
Would
This
you
is.
lose 55 to 10?
I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let him.
I think Earl
Let him
Bruce
live it up.
left.
Let him live it up. It's the first time in 8 years he's been able to hold his head up
John
at
Cooper.
all.
That's true.
John Cooper.
It's the first time in nearly a decade
John Cooper.
he's been able to do something
Not
besides
John
frown.
be in the
Cooper.
corner and cry.
Y'all
Yeah.
went and hired a cheater because John Cooper couldn't get the job done.
Okay.
And he cheated for 10 years.
All right.
Really?
Did he?
Tattoo. Oh, yeah. Maurice Claret.
Okay.
He wasn't smart enough to be going to Ohio State. Get it right. Come on.
All right.
Come on now.
All right, man. 7 years straight.
John Cooper.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you have your one. Is that all you got, really? Is John Cooper?
Yeah,
That's
that's
all
all.
you're bringing to the table?
John
Yeah,
Cooper
'cause
and free tattoos.
Ouch.
John, free tattoos.
Because I got, the last 6 years, you
Free
haven't
cars.
made it to an important bowl game.
Free
slash
cars.
Won it.
Hold on, we was number 2 a
Car
couple
wasn't
years ago. Remember?
Car
That
wasn't.
was-
Yeah, and then you lost.
Yeah.
To Ohio State.
And that was more
That's
than a
it, though.
couple years ago, buddy.
That's it, though.
That was back. That was like when I was in high school.
Guess
so it was
what?
at least 5
Let's
years
both
ago.
stop living in the past and focus on what just happened this
Oh,
year.
what just happened?
Okay.
You almost lost to a garbage team.
Almost. Oh, are you an Ohio State fan calling your own team garbage?
It was a garbage season.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was a bad season, and you still almost lost.
wait a
Dude,
minute.
they're 6-6. I'm
Wait a
not
minute.
gonna defend them.
Beat us.
Wait a minute. Did I just hear y'all talk bad about Braxton Miller?
He is. He's
He's a
your
freshman.
He's your referee. He's your quarterback for the next 3 years.
He was a freshman.
He's gonna be a quarterback for the next 3 years.
Ball.
There, thank you.
What do you
how you
want
think y'all
from
gonna win
him?
next year?
What do you want from him?
How you gonna win next year?
Oh, we're gonna
Is
win next
Urban
year.
Meyer
Don't worry
gonna
about it.
play?
Well, don't worry about it.
He's
We're
not gonna
win.
play.
Okay. Doesn't matter because you can't beat us 2 years in a row. You're not that good.
John Cooper.
John, kill him with the John Cooper
was
crap.
900 years ago.
John Cooper.
Talk about living in the right now.
I'm sorry, y'all. I keep forgetting that you two are probably too young to remember the John Cooper
Okay.
days. So
No,
I'll stop bringing John Cooper up for y'all.
All right.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
we remember the last 7 years.
I bet you do.
I
only
vaguely remember it.
I only remember to Saturday.
Right.
That's all I can remember.
That's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. All I know is whole new ball game. Urban Meyer's here. Braxton Miller gonna enter his sophomore year.
Uh-oh.
We'll see what happens, man.
So in
Telling you,
365
off-season?
days, is he gonna learn to throw?
Oh yeah.
We lost by 6. 6 points.
gave
You
up, what did we
barely
score,
beat
30,
Ohio
36?
State.
What did we score? 34, 36?
Something like that.
To a
barely
freshman
beat
quarterback,
Ohio
we
State.
put up 30-something points on you.
Listen, we
You
had
barely,
Rich,
dude. Listen
we
to
had
this.
Rich Rod the past 3 years.
Here's what you did. In this
we
game.
had Rich Rod the past 3 years.
All right, I'm
And
just saying. I'm not even
y'all-
talking past 3
y'all
years.
didn't give
no.
up.
Here's the facts of what happened. Here's what happened on Saturday. Michigan beat a 5-loss team at home by 6 points.
You lost.
A 5-loss unranked
you can
team.
call it what you want. You lost.
Okay, I know. It
That's
was
the
a
bottom
loss.
line. You lost.
I'm just saying, Michigan's going to
And-
live it up because they think they got it.
And in
And in
360
return,
something days from today,
we'll all be at Ford Field
you're going to
December
be in the
22nd
corner
rooting on the Buckeyes.
crying.
Right. They're not going to the
they
Little
lost
Caesars
again.
Bowl.
They'll
to
be
play
at the
Ohio.
Little Caesar Bowl.
No, let me get something perfectly straight as far as that goes. And this isn't even as an Ohio State fan. All right. Yes, Michigan will be enjoying a BCS Bowl, most likely. Congratulations. If once Michigan State beats Wisconsin, they'll drop below Michigan. You'll probably go to a BCS Bowl. But the fact of the matter is, once you get to those 6 qualifying wins, like Ohio State did, it does not matter what your record is. No one's going to look at, do we want this 6-6 team at our bowl? These little rinky-dink bowls, because they're not BCS bowls, so they're poor. They're going to look at Ohio State, one of the largest institutions in the country. In our bowl game, they're going to what? They're not right?
They're not ranked.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're
Once
ranked.
you get to 6, they go for the
They
school
ain't
that's
gonna
going to
go.
bring them the most money.
They're not going to go for a BCS bowl, but they're not going to go Little Caesars. They're at least going to go to the Gator Bowl
against Ohio University.
He doesn't know
so
what he's
everybody
talking about.
from the great state of Ohio can come to the wonderful state of Michigan and cheer on their Buckeye or their Bobcats. The Bobcats gonna beat y'all.
Oh,
in the Little Caesar Bowl.
Wow, you are so wrong. Appalachian State.
That's what happened.
Appalachian State.
Oh,
free tattoos.
Appalachian State.
Free tattoos.
This is stupid.
That's not even a Division 1 school. That's Division 2A.
Free tattoos.
This is stupid.
And
We're
you
just gonna keep
lost.
shouting
and
the same
then you
things.
lost to Toledo.
We had Rich Rod.
You lost to
We
a
had
bottom
Rich
barrel
Rod.
MAC team
Just
in
like you
Toledo.
said,
Bottom barrel MAC team.
How many
Toledo.
losses you got? 6?
Yeah.
Yep.
So who did you lose to this year?
We lost to big people. We lost to
Powerhouse Indiana.
We didn't lose to Indiana.
Oh no. We beat Indiana.
Yeah.
Powerhouse Purdue. All right, that's a tough Indiana program there.
Nebraska.
All right, that's easily the third best program in Indiana.
If you are really an Ohio State fan, you are hoping for the Little Caesars Bowl. Because any other bowl, you're going to get massacred.
Kidding me?
Really?
Massacred.
No.
Massacred.
No.
You do not want to play
Clearly
nobody in the
doesn't know what
top
he's talking
25.
Bring on Florida in the Gator Bowl.
Bring
New
it.
Year's Day. That's what's happening.
Urban Meyer's going to coach us.
That's
and we're
what's
gonna win.
happening, buddy boy.
Whoa. Where's everybody?
Urban Meyer is the coach
Meanwhile-
of Ohio State.
meanwhile-
They're going to play Florida.
Yeah, a guy who knows their systems, knows how to beat them.
Wow.
Don't worry about it.
Exactly.
Meanwhile,
So
you're
don't
gonna
worry
lose.
about it.
You're gonna lose to.
Houston.
You're gonna. If Michigan plays Houston, that's just cheating. You shouldn't even enjoy that victory. You should know how unfair that is.
How unfair is that?
They're Conference USA.
Okay, let me ask you this. Who did Ohio State play in a bowl game last year?
Last year, Arkansas. SEC.
Now, how unfair was that?
To play an SEC
No,
team?
come on, not a top. Come on now, don't even put Arkansas as a top-ranked SEC team. Don't
They were
do
number
it.
3 in the country this year.
And what happened?
They lost to number 1.
Hey,
By
time
what?
out. Time
No,
out.
they got blown out because it's LSU.
No,
Thank you.
I think they were screwed up because their tight end just died. He spazzed out in his dorm room and died.
Yeah.
After the game.
Michigan
it was
probably
before
killed
the
them.
game.
Okay, so
So
then
their
if that's the
heads were
case,
not in the right place.
if that's the case, you have
So
to
you
give
can't blame
Oklahoma
them for that
State some
one.
credit.
I think Oklahoma State's going to play in the national championship.
Not gonna happen.
I don't think it's going to
They
be
bet-
Bama. No, dude.
can't-
No, here's the
they
thing.
cannot
All right,
do a
good. I love to
rematch.
transition to something
They
besides
cannot
this.
do a
But
rematch. No.
No. I think the only thing about that is the BCS poll. Obviously, it's got 3. It's got the 3 that go into it. It's got 2 that are human elements. 1 is the computers. The computers, for whatever reason, you can go back and look. The computers, for no explanation at all, love the Big 12. Okay, you see Oklahoma State, number 2 in the country, loses to an unranked Iowa State, only fell to 4.
Yeah.
All right, they only fell to 4 after losing to an unranked Iowa State.
It was a tragedy, man.
I know. Oh, because of the coach thing in the women's basketball?
Right.
What does that have to do with the BCS rankings?
You lost a day after there was a tragedy at your school.
But you can't let that affect the BCS rankings.
Wow.
It's the
You
computer.
do realize that the BCS is not all computers. It do take
It's 1/3 computer.
Exactly. So you got the AP and the
AP,
other-
no, AP doesn't factor in anymore. AP is not part of it. It's
Okay, well, you got the coaches poll. The coaches factored that in.
Well, listen, you can't, okay, that's unfortunate. It really is, but you cannot let that affect the decision of where they rank in the BCS.
Ralphie, you look ravishing tonight.
Nah, I don't. Oh, you're just
I love
saying
your
that.
makeup.
The Harris Poll, USA Today, and computer rankings is how it ranks it.
So the media had to vote.
No,
The USA
media,
poll.
no. USA Today is the coaches. USA Today coaches poll is how that works. Let's see where they had them. Here we go. Computers. After Oklahoma State lost, the computers left them at 2. The computers did not drop them from 2. All right.
Oklahoma State is a
now
good team,
hold on.
man.
The Harris poll dropped them to 6, and the USA Today poll dropped them to 6. So
Oklahoma State is a good team, man.
yeah, it is a good team, but they lost to an unranked Iowa State. But did you see? But hold on, the computer didn't even budget. The computer was like, yeah, they're still the second best team in the country. You're only as good as who you beat, and they didn't beat Iowa State. The point I'm getting at, though, is because of the computer's weird love affair with the Big 12 that I don't think makes any sense, because of the computer's obsession with the Big 12, if Oklahoma State beats what are they? They're 9 or 10. I think they're 10. This isn't this week.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma this weekend, I think Oklahoma State ends up jumping them.
I don't see it.
I mean, the Harris poll and the well, they take the all right.
Like
they
I
take
say,
the 3
in the
polls.
USA Today poll, they behind Stanford and Virginia Tech.
Are they in the USA Today poll behind them?
They rank 5 in
I'm
the
pulling that
Harris
up,
and the
right
USA
now.
Today.
We got Oklahoma State is ranked 3 in the country. All right. Yeah, they're okay. 3 in the BCS. Harris poll has them. I got Harris poll has them 5.
And the USA Today has them 5.
Now, see, one of those drops out because they take the 3 rankings and whichever one's the lowest drops out, and then you get like I don't know, something between the 2 that are still there. So you get between 3 and 5, which for some reason equals. Oh no! Hold on, scratch that. The computer still has them ranked 2. So the balance between 2 and 5 equates to 3. So I mean, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If all it's going to take really is for the coaches or the Harris to go up a little bit on Oklahoma State, to have them go up to 4 or 3, and they're gonna leapfrog Alabama. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that's fair one way or another. I think honestly, I hate the SEC, but if I pull my bias out of it and look at it realistically as far as body of work, it probably should be Alabama, LSU, but.
I don't like that.
I think, I don't like it, but I'm just saying that's what probably should happen. But I think Oklahoma State's going to end up leapfrogging Alabama. And I think it's going to make an entirely pissed off state of crazy Southerners.
Did you say playoffs?
No.
Playoffs? That's what we need, a playoff.
Oh, God, we do. See, but now the one thing about that, though, is like I do like the system of bowls. You know, I like the Orange Bowl and this and stuff. But the BCS side of things, it's just awful. I say somehow keep the bowls.
You could keep the bowls and have them a part of the playoffs.
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was going to say. Keep the bowls, but make them playoffs. You got take the national championship out of it as one of the 5. All right, so you've got 4 bowls. You got what? You got Orange, Fiesta, Rose, and Sugar. Thank you.
Bowl, yeah.
All right, you got those 4. You take the 4 winners. 2 of them play each other each, whatever, and then you've got the national champion. You know, but of course that would be too entertaining and make too much sense.
Do you got a blue M on your cheek?
No.
Yes, you do.
No, that's a birthmark. That's
I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't
See,
see it
Ashley
at all.
doesn't see it, and I trust her judgment.
That's that Ohio State education.
I trust her judgment. You know what? While we're on, I didn't go there. I went to the same college as you.
No, I'm saying.
Which we're not going to mention on air.
Ohio State education.
Is it? Because we both went to school in Ohio.
I have attended other schools.
I'm just saying.
In other states.
We graduated from the same place. But anyways.
Don't mention
it. I'm not going to mention it by name. I'm not. Nope. No. But anyways. Let's talk a little Heisman, by the way. Ty, I want to know, who do you think is going to win the Heisman? Who's it going to?
I'm going to give it to the dude from Alabama.
Are you?
Yeah,
we disagree on everything, don't we?
Richardson.
I don't know about Richardson. I could definitely see the case, but I think it's a big debate here. I think Trent Richardson had the best season. I think Andrew Luck's the best player. And I think Trent Richardson probably deserves it more.
If not Trent Richardson, the dude from Baylor.
Robert Griffin III? I don't know. I don't think he's done enough as far as getting big wins for his team. I mean, they're like 22 or something in the country.
I don't see Luck.
I see Luck doing it because
I don't think he lived up to the hype, man.
Especially a lot of these guys are over on the West Coast. A lot of these people voting and stuff, and they don't. And a lot of the people that vote, they'll go off a name. They won't look into the stats because there's so many guys every year that should be in talks. Monty Ball should be in talks from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But he's not. Because it's as much hype as it is actual performance.
Right.
And I think Andrew Luck has the hype surrounding him, and I think for people that aren't really sure, they're just going to go Andrew Luck.
And he only a junior?
Andrew Luck, no, senior year.
So is that Barkley that's a junior? At USC?
Yeah, Barkley.
He's a junior?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people think he's going to come out, though. But I don't know. Robert Griffin is another guy a lot of people think could come out, but I say Robert Griffin III, I say you stay. I think he needs to stay in Baylor. I think they could have a really, really good team next year in Baylor, and I really think I think if he stays, I think next year the talk will be if both those guys stay. I think next year we'll go into it. Who's going to win it, Griffin or Barkley? So I think it's going to come down to the two of them next year. I think Luck's going to take it this year because I think a lot of those on the edge voters between Richardson and Luck are just going to go, oh well, I hear Luck's name more, so I'll go him.
And that's why I hate the voting.
Tell you who should win. And I've been saying this all year, who my Heisman is. I don't know if you know, I'm a Heisman voter. I am. I'm going to vote my Heisman vote towards my Houston Cougars. Case Keenum, baby. Case Keenum for Heisman.
Is that their quarterback?
Yeah.
See how many times
As
I
Case
heard his
Keenum,
name.
he's broken so many records, dude. 4,726
Houston,
passing yards.
man.
43 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 73.2 completion percentage. That is disgusting.
Didn't Andre Ware go to Houston?
Did he?
Wasn't he a Heisman Trophy winner out of Houston?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Dude, Case Keenum. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. But I would vote for Case Keenum.
I would too.
I would vote for Case Keenum because he is this year's Boise State. The guy that does everything right, but he's just screwed by who he had to play against. And it's just unfortunate. I think, I wouldn't be surprised if Boise State even makes a BCS bowl. I wouldn't be surprised to see them pair up Houston, Boise State in one of the bowls. Maybe the Sugar Bowl if of course Alabama goes to the national championship. Then you got the Sugar Bowl open to 2 at-large bids. Mm-hmm. I would not be surprised to see Boise State Houston. It's like when it was a couple years ago, it was Boise State TCU in the Fiesta Bowl.
Yeah.
When it was like Boise State finally in a BCS bowl against TCU, and it was like that doesn't tell us anything,
Right.
And it's like Boise State wins, and it's just sort of like. What does that mean?
I'm sick of Boise State, personally.
I like him. I'm a fan of Boise.
I like him, but I think I'm getting sick of the story. I mean, it's like either just
Not
give them a
gonna
shot
happen.
in something.
Yeah.
I just
want 'em-
screw it.
They have to give themselves a shot, man. They have to actually schedule.
They do. It's been the last 2 years. They really got shot in the foot with late losses.
Right, but
that took them out of it.
That goes to show that they not really playing no competition. And then when they do play competition, they want to play them on a neutral field or come to the blue turf and play Ohio State at Ohio State.
I don't know how neutral that field was against Georgia.
I mean, it wasn't in I forgot where I just left them down.
You
there.
forgot where Georgia's from?
No, yeah,
Georgia.
I completely erased Georgia out of my mind.
Did you?
That state doesn't even exist.
Oh, okay. I get you. I feel you. I think I know what's up. But anyways, I mean, they did beat that SEC team, so they thought that would be enough. But it was like at the time. I mean, if you beat Georgia right now, it means a lot more than it did beating them week 1 because Georgia ended up becoming something. And that's the problem is they need to play good teams late. But unfortunately, they're in the Mountain West. They might be going to the Big East, which is better. I mean, they're in an AQ conference if they go to the Big East for now, anyways.
That's what I was going to say. That bid might get snatched. Everybody done left.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you heard what the Mountain West is trying to do though, with Conference USA? Is take the 2 winners from their divisions, make them play each other, and then the winner get a BCS bid. But the BCS is like, no. I mean, because if you take the best team from there's no improvement there.
Right.
It's the best Conference USA and the best Mountain West. It's friggin' Air Force versus University of Central Florida.
UNLV versus Cincinnati.
Well, Cincinnati's Big East.
Are they in the Big East?
Yeah, they're in the Big East.
Oh, yeah, they didn't move from conference.
For now, pretty much the whole Big East is just going to become the ACC.
I don't know where nobody's at anymore.
It's so confusing. It really is. I mean, at least I think it's done for this season. I think the talks are kind of like, okay, we have next year set. And then next year and the year after is going to happen or whatever. And then it's just going to all start again over next year. I really hate this. I really hate all this conference swap. They need to be. Here's what they need to do is open a goddamn map just once in their lives and figure out what's going on. We got this. We're Big Ten guys, all right? Right. Do you hate legends and leaders as much as I do?
Oh my God!
It's awful. The legends and the leaders.
Yeah, one, they need to pick new names, and 2, why the hell did they put us and Michigan in the same in not the same thing? So then when we're both good and we're gonna play each other 2 weeks in a row.
That's cool with me.
That's retarded.
I would love to beat y'all 2 weeks in a row.
That's retarded.
That would just be fabulous.
I don't even know if you'd beat us if we played again this week.
Man, cut it out.
You won by 6.
You want to go 5 to Sega and 5 to PlayStation?
Sega? What?
Yeah, 5
What are you
to
going?
Sega.
Let's dust out the Sega.
Get the Tecmo Bowl out.
Get that. Oh, dude, I'll play you in some Tecmo Bowl. It's going down in some Tecmo Bowl. You don't even know.
Just dust off that Sega.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
I'll whoop you in college football 03.
All right. Well, we have talked the hell out of college football. So it's time to talk about NFL real quick. We're getting to the end of the show here, so we're gonna do our Monday night football picks for tonight's matchup. Again, that is you're gonna get in on this too. All right, you're gonna Monday night football picks. We picked a team, we picked a score. All right, we get all about the details now, man. We're gonna respect.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you want? We have nothing to give you.
Put a giant O on your forehead.
There you go. If you're wrong.
Boom.
I did that last year.
No, all right. We have got the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. A couple of new cities. Giants 6-4, Saints 7-3. It's in the Superdome in Louisiana. Yep. and so let's get right on this. Ashley, who you got?
I'm taking the Giants. Screw it.
All right.
25-21.
Okay. Invisible Nick, what you got?
I'm gonna say the Saints.
That's a much better pick.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Saints.
But I like Eli.
I'm gonna say 20-9.
Whoa.
Oh wow!
Whoa.
Wow! All right.
I'm giving them no credit.
Ty, what are you thinking?
You want my real pick or my fantasy pick?
I want your real pick.
Because you know I'm a Giants fan. I too like Eli, so we have something in common.
Okay. My fantasy pick, by the way, is that Drew Brees throws 1 billion interceptions, and my brother loses in fantasy football to you.
Maybe if they
and then I lock and win the division tonight.
Maybe if they was in New York, but
yeah,
they in the dome.
Nope.
Eli's going home, man. That's his hometown.
I see. I gotta go with my Giants, man. I can't pick.
Go with what you think is right. That's the thing.
Okay, well then I'm gonna go with sorry Giants. New Orleans is gonna clobber the Giants.
Yeah, they are.
I
don't know. I haven't picked yet.
I'm gonna go 45-17.
45-17.
Damn.
Wow, what is this? The Colts?
That's harsh. The
Crap.
Giants do have a little bit of defense.
They don't have a running game though.
No.
Brandon Jacobs. Boy, has he burned out into nothing. All right, well, time for my pick. I know you've all been waiting for it all night. I like, shockingly, the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to say 35-21.
I will be rooting for the Giants, though.
I don't know. I don't think I have any rooting interest one way or another in this game. I just want a good game. I want to see it come down to the last play.
Well, when my Lions used to suck, I became a Giant. Well, I've been a Giants fan since the early 80s, but when the Lions sucked, I was rooting for the Giants.
I always had I would always have a number 2, obviously for the same situation. It's something we have in common. I'd always change it year to year because I'm always so fickle about teams. Last year,
Luke.
exactly like Luke Fickle. I'm always interim interested in a team. But last year was the Jets, and then it's so funny because one offseason later, I absolutely hate the Jets. And I don't know what happened. I just somehow I matured and realized Rex Ryan's a pompous asshole who needs to shut his mouth. So I don't know. This year I've actually I always kind of hated him, but I'm kind of leaning Cowboys a little bit this year as a number 2. Oh yeah, you don't like him because of your Giants. No, so we gotta hate each other on every aspect. Right. So anyways, all right.
I got one quick question.
Yeah, what's that?
Back retaining Lou Fickle.
Yeah.
Will he be on the coaching staff next year?
I think he will.
Urban Meyer
I think he will as an assistant, though. He's not going to be the defensive coordinator. The only other thing is I'm sure he might have some options as far as head coaching goes at Division III stuff, like a Delaware Blue Hens or something. The opportunities will be out there for him, and it really just comes down to what he wants to do. Does he want to be a head coach so bad he'll go to a little rinky-dink school, or does he want to stay with a bigger program? And that's really the debate. I think if I were him, I'd want to go test the water somewhere else. Because if ultimately he probably wants a head coaching job somewhere, obviously. And if this is all that your resume is, remember that time I was head coach and we went 6-6 and lost to our biggest rival for the first time in 8 years? I'd rather go somewhere else where I can maybe change that and be like, look what I did at Delaware.
What about?
By the way, I don't know if Delaware's head coaching position's open. It's just my go-to Division III school.
What about Kirk Herbstreit?
Kirk Herbstreit? No, he's not going anywhere. He's a TV pretty boy now. He's 16 years on College Game Day. He's been on TV too much. He's ESPN's go-to pretty boy for anything college football.
Yeah.
Anything happens, and it's like, let's see what Kirk Herbstreit has to say in his private home office where he's got an Alabama helmet on the shelf. What's that about?
He had to move out of Columbus, man.
I know, because he's an asshole. I'm just saying. No, he got an Alabama helmet on his shelf, and the first day I was there, he's like, a friend of mine who's an Alabama fan sent this and said I have to put it on the shelf. So that's the only reason it's there. No, you don't. Why don't you put a gray helmet on there, asshole?
Damn Buckeye helmet on your shelf.
Shut up, Kirk Herbstreit.
Yeah, I'd lost all my respect.
Yeah, call in, Kirk Herbstreit. See what I have to say to you. Not anything that bad. You didn't do anything really horrible. But anyways, all right, time for 3 up, 3 down. It's how we leave the show every week. If you haven't heard, I start with 3 worst weeks in sports and finish with the 3 best. So we leave on a positive note. All right, down number 3, Matt Leinart. Finally gets his chance to come in, show what he's got, maybe grab a starting job somewhere else next offseason. Thrown to the ground, separates his shoulder, out for the year. You know what the funniest part of this is, and I shouldn't say it's funny, a man has a broken shoulder, but I don't care, is that he's thrown into the ground and his left shoulder hits, which for most quarterbacks, a majority of quarterbacks would have you out for a little bit. But he is left-handed.
And he's screwed.
Thusly screwed by God and cannot throw a football anymore for the rest of this year. Down number 2, Arkansas. Arkansas worked their way, clawed and scraped their way up to number 3. And because of their loss to LSU, there is 0 chance that they go to a BCS Bowl. Not a single solitary shot. Because you are only allowed 2 schools from each conference into a BCS Bowl. Ask Michigan State last year how they felt about that. And Arkansas, that was their one shot. Beat them, probably claim number 2. But that ain't going to happen now.
Maybe they'll come to the Little Caesars Bowl and play Ohio State.
All right, yeah, we'll see them there. See you there, Arkansas. All right, down number 1, sorry. University of North Carolina basketball was the number 1 school in the country, lost to unranked UNLV. Bumping the Ohio State University up to number 2 in the country.
Get some, Buckeyes.
They square off with
What's your
number
basketball
3,
team doing?
Duke, 14.
What?
Not as good as us.
Be careful. We got a Columbus, Ohio point guard that's amazing.
All right, we got Aaron Kraft. We got Jared Sullinger.
We got a little white boy
who's Aaron
a
Kraft?
beast.
Ask me that after
Short
they
little
play
white boy.
once. Try to
And he's
ask
a
me
monster.
who Aaron
Don't
Kraft
make me get on StubHub and get tickets.
Jared Sullinger, man. He's going to win the Naismith Award. He's the
I
best
hate to
player in
tell
the
y'all,
country.
Kentucky Wildcats, Kentucky Wildcats, Kentucky Wildcats.
Okay, what did you do last year?
Kentucky Wildcats.
What did you do?
Yeah, what did Michigan even go?
Yeah, did you even go?
Hold on, we almost knocked off Duke last year. Let's see what y'all do.
Almost
that's tonight,
knocked
isn't
off
it?
Duke.
Oh no, that's tomorrow night.
That's tomorrow
isn't it?
against number 3 Duke. Huge matchup.
If Duke lose, want to make another bet?
No, I'm not going to dress up like Duke. I don't
Duke
care about
lose,
Duke enough.
Duke is going to come to Columbus tomorrow and clobber Ohio State.
It's not college football. If they do lose to Duke, the season's not over.
Yeah, but they're going to get clobbered at home. And they're going to fall from 2 to what?
We'll see. Maybe they'll do what they did to you.
They won't drop that far.
Michigan
They're playing
State.
number 3.
Yeah, they're playing number 3. At worst, they're going to be like 5.
Yeah.
They'll be dropping.
All right.
Okay.
All right, we'll see. Jared Sullinger, best player in the country. Up time,
Plumlee.
up number 3. Who?
Yeah, you know them Plumlees.
I've never heard that name in my life.
Trio of
Stick
brothers.
to football, buddy.
All right, up number 3, Tim Tebow. I had to do it. I'm starting a new policy. All right.
No.
We're not arguing we're not arguing whether or not he's good. The fact of the matter is, does he throw the ball well? No. Will he have a long-term successful career? Who the hell knows? The point is he's 5-1. All right. I'm not going to argue.
It is not him. It's the defense.
It doesn't
You
matter.
better win if your defense
It
only gives up
doesn't
13 points.
matter.
You better freaking win the game. So it is not him. It is the defense.
All right.
So
you're
no.
making yourself
His
look dumb.
defense is 5-1, not Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow's up every week he wins. Denver with
Tim
Tebow
Tebow's
is
an overrated
5-1. 5-1. 1-4 with the other guy. There you go,
Yeah, I
man.
got Tebow that
Get on board. All right, number 2 LSU defeat number 3 Arkansas to clinch.
Red back. I just want to come over here. Make sure y'all got
All right.
these beautiful colors.
I'm not gonna let
LSU has clinched going to the SEC National Championship, which the winner of the SEC SEC Championship. Sorry, it should be the SEC National Championship
Right.
because the winner for the last 4 or 5 years now has won the national championship. So we'll see. And up number 1, the NBA. All right, be you Ohio State fan or Michigan fan, you can all agree that the NBA's back and it is good, and both of our teams suck very hard. We have very little to look forward to. Number 1 pick, Kyrie Irving. Woo!
Number 7 pick, Brandon Knight.
Yeah, he's pretty good too, actually.
Yes,
I'll
that's
give you
right.
that one. Yeah, he's not bad. Probably second best point guard.
Kentucky.
I think
Next
he's
to Kyrie
better
Irving.
I think he was better than Kemba Walker. But anyways, all right, that's gonna do it for us. All right, we gotta get out of here, but we'll be back next week. We're going to have a very clear-cut picture of who's going to what bowl, who's going to the national championship, and let's not forget, is it starting back up this Sunday? Is this the first Sunday back? Our good friend Ty is back on morningshowcentral.com this Sunday at 4 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock. That's what I said. 3 o'clock with Since 1974 Radio. I got the date right.
And independent R&B,
Midwest hip-hop and independent R&B. Gotta love it. So check him out this Sunday at 3 on MorningShowCentral.com. Thank you so much for listening to High on Sports. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. For Chris, for Ashley, for Invisible Nick, for this joker over here.
Yeah, Go Blue!
I am Ralphie saying good night, everybody. We will see you next week on the MSC Radio Network.
Go Blue!
Go Buckeyes.
OH.